Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know we finally here, right? You know we finally here, right?
Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, it's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday, it's Friday again, it's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday, it's Friday again.
There's no safe way to smoke crack or meth. Sooner or later it kills you.
Regular degular. It's regular, no.
Follow us on Instagram. Connect on Facebook, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be right back.
Responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke. Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality. Or turned a blind eye.
I take responsibility. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters,
our friends, our family. We are done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes.
It's that real shit, yo.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on!
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look,
nigga,
in a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
This is Extremism, and became the rapper in America. Who's the captain of the book?
He's Scout. He like to meet the boss. That is true.
I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear.
Stop! Damn, this is it, TikTok. Oh, no. Let's do this.
Okay. Happy Friday. Shit.
Regular. It's regular. No.
Yeah. Welcome. One hell of an opening. Gave it like 4 or 5 minutes for an opening. Let the room fill in a little bit. We got the dog in the back. This time we're at I want to say, we're back at the Whites Only Clans meeting. Shout outs to the white boys doing white people things all day, every day. Today we're going to be looking at the good Lord Bird's own Ethan Hawke, a good white man, one of the best white men. Surprised he's never played Batman yet. He'd make a good Batman. Something from DC. Something. Maybe a Rorschach. If you're just joining me, this is X-Gon Give It To You, a show where I read comments from X. Today, I have a Negro of the day. I have some more cool black goddamn Black History. Happy Black History Month. I was just working on that. It's like I don't even know. When my cousins text me that, I'm like, what do you say happy Black History Month or just, have a good Black History Month? Do I say it again tomorrow? Do you say it at the beginning of the month? Who knows? All right. But I went with happy. So I would say go with that. So other than that long ass, cold ass opening, thank you for joining me. Whoa. Tonight, yes, we will be getting to the Negro of the day, and then also a lot of really cool Black history stuff that I gathered that I would like to share with you alongside the other debauchery that comes with X. We hit it a little, I'm not going to do that like, oh, I'm early, but we do have time for affirmations, and of course, Art with Mark would be on a Saturday. So thanks for joining me. This is X, going to give it to you. Please continue to share, view the show, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Follow us on Instagram, connect on Facebook, wherever you get your podcast.
If you have the internet, it's absolutely free. If you have the internet, it's free. If you put on your internet, it be there. Like, subscribe, and share on the internet. It's on the internet. Just put on linktointernet.com.
So, yeah, first things first. Yes, we got the opening again, but I have a PSA, a little Black History PSA, and we'll jump right into, of course, the affirmations where I stalk my wife's page. Why you sound like Lou Rawls? I don't know. It's in the voice. That's my podcast voice. I'm gonna be back. Got a little PSA about Black history. Shouts to Black history. I hope you're enjoying yours so far.
There's no safe way to smoke crack.
And yeah, I'm gonna get back into it. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. Woo. Elijah, that's you.
That's racism, because
what does that mean to you, Black History Month?
it means that that's racism, because they don't celebrate White History Month. We don't have it. I'm part Italian. I don't have Italian History Month. So what I think it's doing is perpetuating what this divide is in our nation, quite honestly, because I don't feel like that should be highlighted. I don't think that they should be pushing their agenda on myself because I'm a straight male, I have a wife, and I have children. I don't think that I should have to be bombarded and brainwashed through media, through those months or Pride, Black History. I don't think that's something that should be, dictated to me.
Is it a learning opportunity?
Not at all, because when I was in school, we learned, certain Black leaders, things like that. I don't need to hear it every single year for a whole month.
What does that mean to you, Black History Month?
They do have an Italian Heritage Month, don't they?
Oh God, I've been to one. We've been to one. I've been to so many Italian festivals where they praise their fucking saints, and then the whole street smell like pasta and sausage. Hey, yo, stop. We did that. Oh boy,
Yo, that's racist.
It's in October. by the way.
that's how I like to start off. Hot out the gate. Hot out the gate. That's the vibes today. That's the vibes. That is the vibes today. That is one of many. That is one of many. I thought that maybe you do a thing where it's like, oh, this year, not this year, every year, nigga, every year. This nigga said, I don't need you imposing that with the months. I promise you, they more mad at us than they are the government. We are not your enemy. All right.
You know we finally there, right? You know we finally there, right? Well, it's Friday. It's Saturday, Sunday.
You got it. Well, we're gonna hit up the Facebook first. Thank you for joining me. Roro. After that, hot into X. Not gonna lie to you. I told you, I promised you that I wasn't gonna keep doing any Nicki Minaj stuff unless she starts.
It was all a dream.
One thing I realized that I will never do, no matter how much of a fan I am of any artist, is ever post why I have a better connection to the artist than you do. Okay, now I'm doing some little pretext, but what had happened was, if you're not, first of all, you just joined us. This is X gonna give it to you. There's a gay gentleman who's like allegedly ahead of the Barbs. Here we go.
What are we talking about?
And he he posted underneath his name like what got 2 retweets and also a photo repost from her. So validation. Like if she's never retweeted you or if she never posted your face on her page, you don't count as like a legit Barb.
What are we talking about?
It's facts. Then I went into a whole Barb thing, and then seeing if everybody does that. And yes, majority of Nicki Minaj fans underneath their profile pictures, their interaction with her through the internet validates their level of I guess like TMZ-ness. Like you got to take it from me. She reposted my shit, so we got a connection. I don't know, but just don't do that. That's weird, and it's like stalkerish. Remembering how many times they do it, but even if you do remember, you don't have to repost it. Take it in stride. All right. Speaking of taking in stride, we're going to Facebook. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Dog Show. Set to start with some positivity because I'm not gonna lie to you. For this entire month on X, it's been completely dangerous. And I'm not going to talk about even what happened today because niggas is dropping apes out the sky. Oh. Nigga made a Donkey Kong. So we'll get into that because I know they're going to see, I told you. You're going to be a lot of I told you so's on X today, which is great. I always like fuel for the fire. That is just Trump. He's just fuel. All gas, no brakes. All right, Alexa, let's try it. Go side by side. All right, we did it. All right, good job. So far, so good. Positivity time. Positivity training. The waves don't stop. I'm gonna tell you that. The waves don't stop. I also saw that movie where like 8 people died in a wave. It like that has been like whatever's been going on with these niggas in Congress. They just been hit wave after wave, wiping out family. Every time, first of all, they're popping. The news is too the Congress and government and Trump and everything is too. They're trending too much. It's too much. It's not just Trump. It's everybody. Everybody's doing everything. It's too much. Nah. I need them to go back to sitting at them desks and then signing them papers and just chilling the fuck out. It's too much. They doing too much shit. They acting like they gonna move or something. Like they doing shit like they about to be out. All right. Speaking to about to be out, let's see what my wife's up to, and then I'm going to. Well, speaking of monkeys, well, we did it.
You've gone from love life to have life, and you've gone to have life to love life.
Yeah. Welcome to my horticultural wonderland of rare and exotic orchids.
Do you smoke them?
What? No, I love them. This is Beatrice, this is Citadel, and this is Denise.
Okay.
When I first started growing orchids, I thought they needed the most expensive soil and lights to blossom, and they died. That's when I realized that all they really needed was time and attention. You don't need to get your girl a gift. You need to give her your time.
Are any of these flowers boys? Or are they all girls?
Girls? These are women.
Girls. These are women. The potential of the mandem. First of all, welcome back. The potential of the mandem, who knows? Just like the guy from The Wire. I don't know why they use the crack as the fuel. Rest in peace to Michael K. White. K. White. They have the mixed names, J and then K. I think he's Michael K. White. Rest in peace to Michael K. White. The same addiction, which is kind of crazy, and they actually sound and look alike, which is bizarre. Some other world, they would have been in some fucking crazy movie together. Imagine that. Delete! Imagine a world where there's a DMX and Michael K. White movie, and they're brothers. Fantastic. I would watch it. And then produced by Ryan Coogler. Get it? You see, that movie would have been awesome.
It was all a dream.
Two Dogs. It's called Two Dogs, One Bite. You can have it.
It was all a dream.
Two Dogs, One Bite.
It was all a dream.
You know we finally here, right?
Awesome. Okay. Let's get into some stalking. What we got? Hot out the gate. Black Americans being called apes. Let's make sure the screen's saved and we're all synced up there. All right. Hold on. Yep. We're good. Shouts to the dog in the back. Whoa. Twinning again. Black Americans being called apes or monkeys is nothing new. I just find it boring because this so-called supremacist still can't come up with anything new or actually clever. How old is this insult? 3,000 years old? Who really cares? Do you? Well, listen. I ain't no nincompoop. All right, we already been through that. That's a Will Smith burn. These are corny dad racist insults. You know, I realized that the only reason why I do this show, X gonna give it to you, because it's a higher level. Not all the time though. Not all the time. No, sometimes it's basic ass monkey shit. Caveman gonna do what the caveman gonna do. The brain and the frontal lobe, as they said, ours is too behind. Maybe they're too much. If that's the case, maybe they're thinking too much. They should dial it back because they do keep using the same insults as if that's all they see is monkeys. It's like all we know is monkeys. It's like I don't know. We already did the whole lip thing. We did the whole how their lips look like our lips and blah blah blah. We did all that. The science that they want us to do. So I don't get it. But to each his own. They're gonna keep it up. And I don't know. And then my man drops monkey bites for no reason. Row. Uh-oh. Soundboard without. Oh, girl. Come on. We got it's minor technical difficulties. But you don't know why I took it down, which was really stupid. But all right. Let's see what we got. Love this. again, I totally agree. The only reason why I fuck with X is because I feel like they upgrade it. Thank you for the dogs in the chat. My wife, the best ever. I appreciate the level of outside of the racist box that they provide. I think it's a little different, and they try to think like they go way deep with their insults. So sometimes, not all the times though. Her scene running side by side with the Predator. Oh, shout outs to the Predator. Just sent me. It's always great seeing Black women survive in horror franchises. Hold on. Another honorable mention is Kelly Rowland and Freddy versus Jason. I don't remember Kelly Rowland, Freddy versus Jason, and of course Brandy and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which was awesome, by the way. I can't remember Kelly Rowland and Freddy versus Jason. That reminds me probably of that had to be the 2000 one. Was that it? Probably that one. What's going on with sound? 1 second. It's too quiet.
Happy Odd Meals Friday. We need your couples. Are you a cupcake couple? We need you. Couples for February Valentine's Day.
Deal man doesn't.
Okay, so we're back. All right, we're back.
I'm the best I can with what I got.
All right. Well, in that time, I should have looked up Kelly Rowland. I just want to see what she looks like in the movie. I hope that's a 2000s one. Was that Freddy versus Jason 2000?
Wait, let's check with
Google time. It's Google time. What is it?
Sorry, spell. It's okay. Predator. No, Freddy versus Jason. Oh, what's that? Is this the metal one? No. What? This is great. Purple hair. Fantastic. Well, 42%. Fuck you guys.
Yo, that's racist.
Black family. Really is the whole American family. I mean, who wasn't raised by a black woman? I know I was. You know what? I'm getting a phone call, so I'm going to have to put a pause in this conversation, which I'm really enjoying.
Recommend movies much, but I'm going to probably end up watching this. So I recommend you watch this for Black History Month. Actually, watch all the movies with black women in them, whether they die or not, which they probably will die, except for like anything with Lupita early circa 2000s, because it's probably the slave movie stuff, and we're not doing that. Don't watch any of those. I don't recommend any slave movies because you know how they end. But this stuff, you probably see it. She got a nose cut off right in the front of the thing. These kind of roles, we haven't seen them redone even till this day. So just watch them like relics, because we haven't even got proper black female horror outside of like those two big women that was running around for Tubi, and then they went on and they got a sequel. That was cool. That was scary. It's solo projects, like Monique stuff. Again, solo projects, Tubi stuff. So, oh, Rory's in the building. Shouts to Rory. Row. From London, bruv.
You know where that came?
I got a London button. I got you. Shout outs to the UK. All y'all peoples, all y'all kings and queens in them is on that list. What's going on in that castle? Castle too tight, too tiny. I think it's like the party. So yeah, can't wait. So this was a 2003 Freddy vs. Jason, which I don't even remember which one this is. There's no fucking way. Oh, well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, good.
And what? You know what? Let's check with the
Google time. It's Google time. What is it?
Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976.
Apparently, you go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe
is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use. tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This bitch is 720p because we don't want any problems. Starting off Black history the right way. When Black women used to be in horror, whoa, 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 whoa. Miss it. I wanted her to be in the new Predator, but they chose otherwise. All right, let's get back to that screen. Cool.
Warn your friends. Warn everyone.
Welcome to my nightmare.
We're not safe awake or asleep.
I didn't take a shower. During
You die.
Uh-oh. No, I know. There's no way. He's a snake? You're right.
Freddy versus Jason.
Place your bets.
Bravo. I like how they dropped that in the summertime. I was out in these streets, afraid to go to sleep. Shouts to Jason and Freddy, and for them going to space. That's what's up. That was what's up. That was a lot. That's a lot. I don't even think we're thinking like that anymore. We're not thinking like that. We're not thinking about that anymore. We're not thinking like Trey Smith anymore. That's the problem. No, it's not T-Pain. I know what you're thinking. Shouts to Black Woman Magic. Without them, we wouldn't have much. I'm being for real, like most things. All right. I mean, like all over, like science stuff, and like it goes deep. It goes deep. All right. Great post. Shouts to Abu Baker, fan of the show. Honorary Negro of the show. This is great. You have a photo that it's like the minds. I have a awesome photo that I can't wait to show with you guys. Whoa. With 3 Black women from a movie set, and it's pretty gnarly. So let me see what I got here. Touche, I know that's right. Somebody said Black people can't be vampires because we put garlic and onion powder on everything. Well, that is 100% everything. That even goes with the Chinese food. If that's
regular. It's regular. No,
it's kind of like it's even in the Old Bay. Like even there's garlic in all of our favorite shit. Can't really that's why we live forever. Kinda, sort of. Love this. No, actually, the vampire doesn't go with the bite in the neck method. He smells us and it's like, oh my god, I can't imagine. We smell like fucking Indians to them. It's just like, oh, it's like too much. It's too much. Now we started doing the curry again. Black people making curry on YouTube all day, every day now. I'm just like, when did we start doing that? Did it. Woo. Great post. I messed up my Trump buttons. Y'all care more about people using SNAP benefits to buy cookies for their 10-year-old than you are about billionaires buying 10-year-olds. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I didn't even, you know when you put it up and you don't even look at it and you look at it? Oh, shit. No, fuck off. Oh, my God. Wow. This is what I'm saying. If you're not on stand-up saying these kind of jokes, get off the stage. Boo. Boo your ass. Boo. Mike Epps, boo your ass. Saying dumb shit like, oh, you know, I sell my soul. Shit. I don't give a shit. Like, I wish I went to the Diddy party.
Oh, you good?
I wish a nigga would be like, "Oh, this is spoiler for a Mike Epps joke." There's no such thing. He's making it up as he goes along. There's no way he's fucking writing that. That's not bullshit.
To smoke crack.
Right. Enough of him. Enough of that too. Great posts. Let's see what we got. This is. We're gonna get. Oh, we're gonna scroll for this. We're not gonna drip out on the front ones. We're gonna scroll. We're gonna do Smashed It. An oldie but goodie. And a yes. Funny. Good times. All right. Next. Good timing. The winning mindset. Stay private, work hard, dress well, eat healthy, talk less, do more, live life. Hold on.
You've got to love life to have life.
Be kind, stay humble, avoid drama, and chase goals. Sure, why not? You know, it's that's.
Did that make you feel a certain way?
I wonder if that was what Pharrell was trying to say, because when he was at the Grammys, he was like, "I'm 52 years old and work," and I was like, "But that's not that we have two different jobs." And then I saw your Lego movie. Half of the time, he was laying on the floor doing drugs. So I'm like, yeah, if I wish I could have had the place to lay down, do drugs, make beats, take my time, and then tell other people to work harder than me. I don't know. You gotta get it how you live.
I do that?
But a mantra is a mindset, not like a ethic and mindsets are different. I feel like an ethic is something mandatory that you have to do. That's like an order that's barked at you, where you have to put yourself in a mindset where it's coming from your own mind, which it seems like it's more obtainable and it's more realistic to how you live your life. You know what I mean?
It was all a dream.
So yes, put this type of things on your fucking fridge. Get it.
It was all a dream.
You know, dogs even run in they sleep. They trying to get something. I don't know where they be going. They be fucking running. Cats be fucking chasing stuff in they sleep. It's not about them chasing what we tell them to chase. They chase whatever the fuck they want.
It was all a dream.
So yeah, chase whatever the fuck you want. Be more like a sleeping animal. That's like chasing it until they wake up. A sleeping animal, not a sleeping person. I got rid of the fucking. God damn it! I got rid of the blaze button. It was for good reason. It's okay, but yes, you better wake up. Good times. Mantra alert. That's it. Send. All right, next. Oh no, shit. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to leave stuff and then do that, because the algorithm.
I am the law. I am the law. I am the law. You betray the law. I am the law.
All right, open the microwave door 1 second early because you don't need all the hooting and hollering. It's self-care. Oh. Listen, I don't have time to get mad at robots right now, because I feel like they'll be the only ones that understand this mess. They're gonna be the only ones that go, listen, we were there. Do you understand? They're gonna say, no. You don't have to explain. I can imagine them gathering all the stuff that white Caucasian racist people, not all, but some, the stuff they asked them to do, and they were like, I can't do that. They were like, well, what if you try this? It was like, I can't do that. They definitely are saving all that for when the apocalypse comes and the robots and they go into that archive. We trying to do Black Panther AI and do this other shit and bring back Malcolm X hugging Martin Luther King in heaven and Whitney Houston's in the background and fucking James Brown is sliding around. That's our AI. These niggas is trying to get the clothes off the children. Real shit. So them beepings do be beeping, but I gotta let the robots sing. You gotta let the robots sing, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be the only ones that understand this mess. For real. Let the robot sing. All right, next one. Some people meditate. I sigh noticeably heavy and say fuck a lot. Same. Well, it's one of I've learned to fake cry in the shower. So
what are we talking about?
So you know, like when you're rubbing your eyes and you like if you put the water in your face and you just like let it keep going, but you like then you actually start crying a little bit, but then you take that as a real cry and just let that just all in one. I've it's like a cry thing. It's like a masculine shower cry.
What are we talking about?
And you're gonna come out red anyway because of the soap. So it's just like, are you all right? Are you good? It's just like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm good. I'm good. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? So sure, master screaming, cursing. It saves you a lot of trouble, saves you a lot of therapy if you don't have good Medicaid, and especially if you pay it out of pocket. And yeah, I think it works better than even yelling at people. Scream before you even turn the ignition on. Scream.
Follow us on Instagram. Scream. Connect on Facebook, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be right back.
Love it. No, we always said a scream emoji. Let's see what we can do. Well, we'll do. I already did the window. We can't do that again. Oh yes, thunder. There we go. There we go. Sometimes. Hold on. Let's get poetic. We could do this. Sometimes you need a little thunder with the rain. There it goes. I can't believe I spelled that right at one time. Fucking shit.
Once again, I'm not an activist. I'm just caught up in the shit. We start the shit.
Love that. Okay.
regular. No.
Well,
the black family.
I think like Dochi should put this in the front cover of our album.
The African American woman is the backbone.
Like she's the kind of person that has the kind of the platform to do this kind of crazy stuff. Just like make a mixtape real quick. There's a couple of rap artists that are dropping like these Black History Month mixtapes. Unfortunately, J. Cole's jumping his light skin ass in there. I don't have any problem with J. Cole. I just don't like J. Cole fans. Y'all gotta calm down. This has happened to me a long time ago, but it was my fault because I was celebrating Drake, which that was my own mistake.
I don't need
everybody. You're allowed to make mistakes. Okay, he was a Scorpio. I was a Scorpio. I felt like we had a lot in common, and
what are we talking?
And I was like, so maybe like I like Canada. I like poutines. He likes poutines.
What are we talking?
So whatever. But that's neither here or there. But you don't have to explain J. Cole lyrics to me because I understand. And he's also one of those rappers who talk about incidents that he was around and or he had a great life. His life was fantastic. But right around the corner, there was some gangbangers. And that's mostly what most of his life experiences come from, which i.e. the rest of Earth Gang and the rest of the Dreamville Gang are. It's just I want to say, his childhood in darker formation. So these, like, imagine being so famous you hire the block. That's what he did. So he hired the block, but unfortunately they all could rap really good. So I mean, all the way down from Smino to Saba, which all sounds like some sort of ingredients at this point. But yes, ingredients, they are ingredients. They are ingredients that complete J. Cole. So he does have validation in these streets because his lyrics back up, just like Eminem style and shit like that. Like his lyrics back him up. And he doesn't need Fat Joe's validation or anybody's validation. He could show up and people respect J. Cole like you respect any other lyricist who does it well. But when he jumps in and double dutches his yellow ass into these,
take my high yellow ass inside the house.
Into these moments, why don't you just wait till March? You know, just wait till next month. And he's like, nope, because I feel black and that's how I feel. It's like, fine, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I wish I knew how to spell Hadouken, but I'm gonna do damn, I don't know how to spell Hadouken. I'm not gonna do that. No, you know what? How about this? We haven't tried any gifts today. We're not trying to crash the computer. I feel like if I just type 3 words, maybe that it should. Oh, yes. But I need an uppercut. I'm gonna need an uppercut. You got me without crashing? You got me? Was that too much? That was too much. Ooh, that's a fusion. That's not quite it. All right, we're gonna stick to. Hold on. See what we got. It's not easy. It's about to crash any second. All right, let's just keep it simple. Let's do punch. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I want. I didn't even want right here. I just thought I'd move it to shorter. The one that you know would pop up. Power. Got it. Excellent. I care too much, and then one day I just don't. Well, listen, it's not easy.
You've got to love life to have life, and you've got to have life to love life.
Sometimes you got to put your gas mask on before somebody else's gas mask. But sometimes it's too much to care about somebody else, and then some days you care about the world. I wish sometimes like people in power were just as emotional as people, because I feel like once you reach a certain amount of money, all of these kind of emotions where you care a lot one day and then one day you care none at all. Imagine being the person who doesn't care at all. You never feel the other way. You never you only think about yourself, and you probably would feel better if you cared less about other people. So it's kind of like how to go into full selfish mode to eliminate this kind of problem, which is it's a superpower if you are still capable of caring about people, especially in this day and age. It's not healthy to care about people because it's hardly reciprocated. It's hardly reciprocated, and the reward is all on you. You give yourself the reward. So do it if you want, and only if it makes you feel good. And don't worry if it was reciprocated to the other person. That's all.
I wish a nigga.
Love it. Life of a Cancer. Wow, I can see that. Love it.
When I try to tell you so, yes I did, but I guess you didn't know. As I said, the story goes, baby, now I got the flow.
It's one of those. You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. All right, we did it, everybody. Great job.
Regular, no.
Made me laugh, made me cry, made me think about what X does every day. It's like bad food. For real. X is like bad food. It smells good, but it's like street food. Good job.
The African American is the background of the black family. Really, of the whole American family.
Okay. Cressa no Juno. Nope. Juno, no. I don't understand what that means, but I appreciate you coming into the chat. Welcome, Ruru. Brazil, Philippines, Hawaii. That's the Asian pork rind.
It's the Asian pork rind. Yeah, what up?
All right. With that being said, we're going to get into actual X business. Whoa. Which we will touch upon the Negro of the day. Which, again, if you're unfamiliar, if you didn't miss yesterday's show, I'm doing a special for Black History Month because the white supremacy that is X, the entire pedophile network that is X, decided to use AI to build a story-based reimagination of what Black history is, and they chose to create certain characters made up out of thin air. They named them, they gave them background stories, they gave them their accomplishments, of which kind of resembles the way that the African American stereotypes that are in today. They so I thought that was kind of clever. You know, it's way better than a monkey insult. I'll tell you that. It has some substance to it.
Did I do that?
So we're gonna get into that first, but first things first, I Papa rules all the honeys.
It was all a dream.
Whoa, welcome to X I'll give it to you. Again, this is the show where I read comments for X. Please share the show, like, subscribe, and also leave a comment when you can. And yeah, comments always open, and no discrimination. Just be yourself. All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna hit you. We're gonna come right straight back with the X. And that's it, baby. Well, happy Friday.
You know we finally there, right? Bust. You know we finally there, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, right? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday, right? It's Friday again, it's Saturday,
Happy On-D Moves Thursday. This is the first time I'm using Sonos for a song about Piccolo. Please join the iNugas Corner Store on Facebook and subscribe to YouTube right now.
Just trust me, you'll be fine.
ICE is treating white people the way the police have been treating black people forever. People been saying that. Cornel West just said it on Abby Phillip.
So when you niggerize a whole country, you start treating all of your citizens the way black folk have been treated for 250 years. So when I see the police killing these two precious folks, Sister Renee and my dear brother Alex,
We've been afraid of the police and treated like non-citizens by the police forever. We've been getting shot by the police for a long time. I hope white people are shocked by how it feels to have the state against you. Cornel West just said what all the black people are thinking.
Hey, sweetness.
It's starting to feel like 2016 again.
London Buzz. Welcome back to X Gonna Give It To You, a show where I read comments from X, and we celebrate the Friday, or we celebrate the day, every day. We celebrate every day on this channel. Whether it went in your favor or not, you still woke up. So shout out to waking up. Well, I go to sleep watching murder mysteries, and niggas ain't waking up. What was it? What was the specialty last night? I'll tell you what. A long story short, people are still poisoning people, so that's all. It was just poison. A little bit of poison, a little bit of jealousy, that kind of stuff still exists. Yeah, I only watch Suburbia Crime, so that's it. I feel like the camera went. Am I lower? What's going on? Hold on. Let me get lower. Hold on. Let's see what we got. I'm not gonna do a lot. There we are. All right. That's good. Let me see. All right, yeah. Get some arm action. Not showing too much. All right, we're good. All right. Welcome back to X Gonna Give It To You, a show where I read comments from X. Happy Friday. Shout outs to the dog. Roro. Rest in peace to DMX, aka Earl Simmons.
Welcome to my horticultural wonderland of rare.
As you know, X has become some will call it a causer of a lot of Proud Boys and all of this other places for people to meet up without discrepancy, without the police, without the FBI, and they can display or put up any sort of what I like to call it civil propaganda, which is a thing. So hold on. If China does it, it's a crime. If Russia does it, it's a crime. If any other place does a propaganda campaign against its own citizens, especially using the internet, they passed this bill already. You're not allowed to do that. But how do you control? How do you control a platform owned by a South African who favors the white supremacists of a country that he is just got citizen or barely has citizen to, didn't learn that still hasn't that his damn accent. So how do you control if he's the goddamn owner of the racist mobile or the car? How do you put the brakes on it? How? They won't let him. Their people are torn, know that he's fucking destroying the country and the world. And the white people go, well, at least they let me say nigger, so I don't give a shit. He can do whatever he wants. They even sided with ICE because they let them put up the videos where they could have them being shot and then remix it and do it. And then the only platform that could do that, YouTube, you can't do that. No other platform you could do that. Maybe Reddit, but Reddit's not a streaming kind of platform. X, you can stream from X if you pay for it. So I can't imagine people who are streaming from X. If you're just joining me, see a couple people just joined in the chat. Whoa. He lets you do whatever you want, and there's no penalty. Every other platform gives you a penalty. So I appreciate the fact that he ignores the clear signs of a smear campaign against his own people, which are African American citizens who were born in this country. He has no problem letting them dog us out, but in the interest of fairness, we do put up videos of us versus them videos. We make fun of them as well. We make fun of their cooking, make fun of their dancing, make fun of the way they look. We do some shit. We have our stuff, but I think it's all fun. It's like poking fun. It's not. I don't think it's a propaganda thing. It's most of the time it's the truth. It's not
regular. It's regular. No,
it's not even like a lie. It's just us making fun of the lie. That's pretty much it. But again, I looked to see if any black people were making fake white history combatant videos or things in combatant of what they're doing, and no, I can't find it. We're not doing it. People are seeing it, but they're still not engaging with it. So shouts to black people for ignoring that. I just saw five. I just saw 5 come into the chat, so I'm just saying what up. But hopefully I didn't lose you with shitting on Elon, because that's pretty much what this show's about. Because he is a pedophile. I mean, he condones it. He's a fan of pedophilia. I put it like that, because he's not going to stop you being able to undress those kids. So I don't know. He's got to be, he's monitoring it, and he's totally fine with it. All right. So with that being said, we're going to get into our first story on X. I think I'm going to take off exactly where it was. I remember there was a Blackfish chicken a little bit after that, but I'll take it right after Blackfish chicken going up, and then we'll get into our Negro of the day. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and keep in mind I'm not.
If you have the internet, it's free. If you put on your internet, it be there. Like, subscribe.
Find the Negro of the day. Welcome to X Gon Give It To You. Happy Friday. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. I know it's a lot more warmer. We fucking survived the cold front. We can all come out of our caves now. I don't have friends. The fucking ice. The ice is gonna be melted, guys. I think we did it. We fucking did it. Whoever danced, whoever prayed for sun, we did it. It's a lot more warmer than it was. So shout outs to that. All right. Whoever did that, thank you. All right. I can't believe the way that we all connect when it comes to sports and Grammys and things like that. We can all come together to either make fun or disagree with. But some things we will never see eye to eye. Oh, this is where we're at. This is where the seafood cafe. Certain things we won't see eye to eye ever. Someone's gonna watch the Super Bowl with a white supremacist and say, "This was a terrible game," and they'll go, "Yep, I agree." And this is like, "Oh, do you feel like slavery existed or it didn't exist?" And they'll say, "No, it definitely did not exist." So you know reality because you watch the game, but then if I ask you anything about me or my history or our history because you lived here with me, I don't have no idea what you're talking about, sir. That sounds crazy, and don't embarrass me in front of my friends. It's like we're the embarrassing family relative in this country for sure, for sure. All right, they know we exist, but they don't want to kick it with us. That's the whole thing.
You good?
All right. So after the seafood debacle, this was yesterday's story. I'm moving right up from that just to keep it fresh. I don't know. We got this too. Yes, the shouts to the woman. Oh yes, I love this story. All right, so we left off with the white woman who is risking it all that she's an ally. That's what I say. We'll get into it. The good Lord Bird. But so you don't got to paint your face and all that, but close enough. All right. So if you're not familiar with SNL, I'm just going in order. If you're not with SNL, there is a gay cast member named Boeing Yang. He's a big splash on SNL. All celebrities love Lauren loved how gave him a lot of opportunities, and that's one of the fastest only Asian I think cast members on SNL they had. So I guess it was kind of like a way for them to be like, okay, let's just push this guy. Not only is he gay, that we got to double it up. I can't say that he was the funniest of the even of that new wave of cast members that came with him at that time. I can't say that he was the funniest, but he did have his moments like everybody does. That being said, we're me and my wife are fans of the show. We were wondering what things will Boeing Yang do after this, because when you say I'm leaving, he wasn't fired. He wanted to venture off and do other things. What's next for Boeing Yang? I'm scrolling on X. There's not a lot of times where commercials and then it took off because some people fans maybe of SNL was, this is what you wanted for. Which I don't know if you should do it like that because commercial is like that's just commercial. But all right, he's on all right, look, guys, I don't know, what do you want? All right, don't say you press click and it goes straight to your car. What a cunt. All right, that's scary. It goes straight to buying it. Well, he's on a jet ski. All right, let's just can I go into the comments without you fucking telling me to buy the chips? All right, he's on a jet ski. I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna mess it up. Don't tell me. That's I got this. It's the one with the boobs. The one with the Susan. Come on, what you call its wife? That's from Avengers. I got this. I don't got it. I know John Hamm. I don't want to mess it up. So hold on. So he's on what's her name again? Scarlett Johansson. Jesus Christ. All right. He's on a jet ski with Scarlett Johansson and John Hamm eating Ritz crackers on a Ritz cracker jet ski. And 3.6 million views. what I was saying was that when he got not let go, but he wanted to leave. People go, imagine being a former A-list actor selling crackers to crackers. God damn. Don't say selling crackers to crackers. Jesus Christ. It's unfair. Oh, but then, like I say, the X is never too far. As if we wanted to make fun of a Asian person or somebody wants to jump on this bandwagon, they will put up a picture of another black female who's also gay that was selling chips. Look. So who is this? So now immediately, for some reason, this becomes a racial battle. And a lot of gay people go straight from SNL to selling Ritz crackers. I didn't know. Nobody knows this. This is a thing. What an odd lineup of people. A hard pass. I am no longer a fan of Ritz crackers.
Holy
Coming from a man who avoided manslaughter from nearly killing a man and ruining his life, let him be face to face with our cracker brand. This is why everyone hates Hollywood. You glorify the worst of the worst. Do better. At Ritz crackers. Fuck. Why is he holding a shell or operating a jet ski at the same time? John Hamm with his pants pulled up. Who came up with this oddness? They keep using the word odd over and over and over and over again. I love it. I might have to share all the odd ones. That's great. That's twice with the odd.
Spotify. Wait, it's what? Say it again. Odd Negroes?
ODD, Odd Negroes.
Oh, Odd Negroes. Yeah. I'm going to go and find Odd Negroes. What is he?
It looks like they're an ad for Epstein's Island.
Thank you so much.
Damn. Not that they're going to Epstein Island. Why do you got to do it like that?
Make a movie called The Island.
Oh, she did do a movie called that. Let me see that movie. I gotta see it. What's The Island about? Well, I don't know. We gotta get into that.
Cloning is not cloning.
Oh.
Those are also one of the conspiracy theories for the Epstein Island.
So this is not good timing. It's not good timing. I'm trying to figure out who this woman is. I think that's Jimmy Fallon. But they're calling out that she also sells crackers and she's of darker skin tone. So we should back the fuck up. But I don't know who that woman is. I'm looking close. I can't tell. But this was one of the first photos they put up. Like, well, hello. If she could do it, why can't Bonin Nang? Why could they use another person who sells Ritz? Why do I love this? Crackers are definitely the target audience of this ad base of representation or lack thereof. I guess everyone's so chemically or genetically salty. Love that. Can we go? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna head out. Sure. Oh, god damn. I hope it doesn't I hope that the chips don't have any trans fucking fat. Damn. All right. Well, I just wanted to share that. That's something that I was wondering what's he up to. This is Bowen Yang. This is who he always wanted to be. He wanted to be on the jet ski with Scarlett Johansson in the front with John Hamm in the back. That's what he wanted to do. One thing I don't respect, and that goes to Megan Thee Stallion too, not to bring up a black woman while I'm talking about Asian. Holy shit, that's not what I'm trying to do. But we don't sell us saturated, carbonated garbage while you eat healthy food. Don't sell us Dunkin' Donuts, fucking Little Caesars pizzas. That's also you too, Chance the Rapper. Stop. Delete. Chance the Rapper doing McDonald's commercials. There's nothing healthy about that garbage. Delete. That garbage ass food. Stop when you got a whole chef in your house trying to convince us to eat food that you would never eat ever again. It gets a like. Who cares? All right, moving up. Jay Electronica is back. I mentioned this. He's on tour, but he's not coming to New York City because it's too cold. That's neither here or there. If you're into him, you would be excited. If not, it means nothing to you. But shout outs to the man, them. He always comes out when one of his label mates are in trouble. I'm not saying he's a conspirator or anything, or co-conspirator or anything, but he does happen to always pop up every time Jay-Z or somebody's in trouble. Lil Wayne's in trouble. Lil Wayne got arrested for the ecstasy charges on the airplane, and then he was around to help him out or just vouch for him and things like that. But I'm pretty sure this is just a public prayer for the rap game in general, because if they get Jay-Z, if they get Jay-Z, the whole thing kind of falls apart. The whole Beyonce thing falls apart. Everything falls apart. So like all of our like titans, these fucking titans that we had are all like fucked up. They all go. It all falls apart. So if it gets them, if this involves them, we're fucked. The hip hop, the music industry is fucked. But I will say this: the fact that certain artists have been out. I'm talking about Drake. So many artists got nominated and got to make music. You got Jid, you got J. Cole, you got Dave East, not Dave East, his name is Marimba. All of these black artists that sound like Drake, what Drake stole from, they're all doing really well ever since his absence. So I'm being that you could look up the numbers. There are so many albums that are charting that never got to chart because he was always on the chart every fucking year, every month. It was Drake. So the fact that he hasn't been able to top the charts, a lot of people have been able to shine, and that's always great. The majority of those people have been black and or Arabic, and that's cool too. All right, moving on. Somebody connected the dots. This is a post from the typical African. The ritual calls worldwide, not just in America, but also in Europe, Asia, and even here in Africa. They use babies. So someone's letting us know that Nicki Minaj is part of a baby cult.
Don't harm the children. Don't harm the children.
Nicki Minaj lately making strong claims about the music industry, saying that the dark forces, secret cults, this is a real post. I said it the other day. She said, hey, y'all keep laughing at their rituals while they drink baby blood. I'll be laughing at them from the clouds with Jesus or whatever it was. It was something really fake Christian, Catholic, and some sort of religiously homophobic, and for some reason it was weird. All right, finally, Nicki Minaj alleged that the industry unalive. This guy's talking in code, typing in code, and ranks the blue. Do I have to talk like that not to get monetized? Not in your life. According to Nicki Minaj's strong allegations, many artists in the industry are allegedly part of the secret cult and practice. Okay, and where babies are taken from their countries unalived and sacrificed to their gods. She made these strong allegations during the Grammys Awards show. Yep, sure that. Could she be saying that's because she was never given a Grammy? That's a lot. Throughout her career, or her exposing what the industry really does. More or less, not everything that shines is gold, and not every truth is easy to hear. And they're comparing her to this woman, who I assume is a witch, and they're saying she's just like this woman, a witch. And if you take out you got to block all these words. Because I don't know why you have to block all these words. Maybe if you say it without the words, is that the message, the secret message? Is that the code if you say it without the words? Honestly, this is a very seriously shocking claim. I agree. But we also have to be careful with allegations like this because they'll sue your ass now. That's what they'll do.
It was all a dream.
They will sue your ass. They don't give a shit if you have no money in your podcast bank account. They are suing podcast people. Well, yeah, watch your ass. But the music industry definitely has its problems, but spreading scary rumors like this can cause unnecessary fear and confusion. Sure. The end time is near. Well, sure. I would. Nicki is saying the truth. Let's check it this way. Tupac Shakur always talks against Illuminati, and all his careers he has never won a Grammy. But we comparing Nicki Minaj to, this is when I leave. Let me not call names one by one. Just tell me a musician that speaks the truth through his or her music that has won a Grammy. The answer is what? 0. Yo, Lord, they go on to say, give the insiders members of the Baphomet. It's Egyptian. Baphomet. People that have already sold their soul. They give the Grammy to their own people. They want to use the medium to bend the other. Okay, before I even get into any more Grammy bullshit, my thing is like this. What is the goal? If they want to, hold on, gotta hit the chat. Sorry. Got lost in the damn. I got in a web. I can't call it web of lies. It's just, I don't know what people want. I mean, put that shit out there. It was like, I knew it. I don't think they're comparing her. That's a witch in the industry. She's the Rick Owens, the designer of Balenciaga. Oh, the weird shit is that I figured that they had the similar outfits. I thought they were trying to do a thing. The weird shit is with that and Kid. She's always seen with ASAP and Rihanna. Oh, okay, that was the lady that ASAP Rocky did the interviews with, and he got all of his Kardashian and a bunch of other people. Yes, he got all his rings from that album cover. Yes, she does all the crazy bendy jewelry stuff. I saw that. Good stuff, but creepy stuff. But yes, I did. She did do. I remember seeing an interview with ASAP Rocky and this lady. I just at a glance, I thought they were comparing witches or whatever. But thank you for clearing that up for me, and thank you for your participation in the chat. I'm out here spreading lies and rumors too. They never said she was a witch. This first glance, I'm like, oh, we're comparing witches. But sure. So I guess they're saying that there's multiple allegations and multiple connections of people practicing witchcraft and or witchery within the industry, and some people are saying she's one of them. We have a full-length video. I'm not playing the 4 minutes, but I love me a good when people respond to comments and video, because right after this I have to get into the goddamn Songbird. Shout out to Ethan Hawke fighting. Sloan Bella the psychic said all this already. That would be the black woman. Shouts to black woman. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Regular,
the African American woman is the backbone.
She was the one that actually made it up to TV. She was on TV, on the news, talking about a lot of this stuff. I think it was during the Diddy stuff. No, she's white from Canada. Oh, I thought I'm confusing her with another woman. Who's the lady with the ponytail? She's got like the bun, and she also knows all this stuff. She was talking all this stuff about R. Kelly and Diddy and all that. I thought that was that same woman. All right, never mind. But shouts to Sloan Bella. Not to disrespect, but let's get face up. That was racist on me. That was racist on me. I heard Sloan.
Yo, that's racist.
And I automatically thought it was a black woman's name, and I thought it was that woman. I forget who her name is, but she's a black woman who's like allegedly ahead of all the industry stuff, and she knows all the stuff, and she has all the secrets, and she goes on. She's been on the news exposing all the people. But I'll get her name. But cool. Shout out to Sloan Bella, Nordic blood. Here she is, her photo. If you know anything about the Nordics, they don't play with the goddamn church. They know what they've been up to since day one. All right. Speaking of day one, let's get into a psychopath video of someone that made a montage, probably about conspiracy theories that will only add up to you if you wanted to. If you wanted to. This is X gonna give it to you. Well, we are a couple of minutes away to an interview with Ethan Hawke, and he wants to, with his voice is gone, and he wants to explain to us why he decided to be John Brown. Jim Brown. Let's call him Jim. Not that baby. All right. Hold on. Keep it going. Keep it going. What are we doing? No. All right. I'm not doing Gaza. All right. Not gonna show that. I'm glad I'm not showing that. They would have fucked me up for that. You can't show dead babies on the.
I don't think this is Gaza. I think this is sacrificing kids.
Yeah, but what footage is that? Whose children are those? Whose children are those? That look like this country.
Those are the sacrificed children
of this country.
Not this.
Oh, in general. What? All right. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll look at the comment section of that. That's all. That's creepy. I can look at videos of dead children. That sucks.
You've got to love life to have life. And I don't need I don't need
Don't harm the children. Don't harm the children. Don't harm the children. Don't harm the children. Don't harm the children.
That's if you want to look at videos of that, you can find this link, but I'm not playing that. But you could look at exactly where I'm looking at, and I'm just looking at the comments of this because I'm not going to look at photos of dead babies or sacrificed children on this channel because I'd rather not. Sitting in silence watching kids mimic alive adults. I'm not. I don't. No. That's probably, there's many channels that probably do that, and you could probably find them that do that. This one's not that one. Alexa, make me side by side. Whoa. Thank you for joining me, though. Shit.
You know what?
It's very easy to fall into that territory.
That came from me. It was my doing.
All right. Not a lot. Someone just said download this. That's not a lot of comments. That's not a lot of comments because I don't even think you should. You could watch. There's no comments on it because it's crazy. All right. I'm not
scared.
We're all too afraid.
You ran away.
Oh, look at me. Fuck off. I'd rather not. You know, that's something that I could go without, I think. All right. Then see it. See what they're doing to the kids. Fuck you. All right. God damn. Enough. All right. Shouts to X, always doing what X does. Thank you for your CP in the chat. Always shouts to my wife for always being productive and ready, persistent. If you're joining, still from London, shouts to Rory in the chat. I hope I didn't spook anybody away with them dead baby eyes. Shouts to Sloan Bella. Shouts to everyone fighting the good fight. All right. That was let me see what I got. Let me do. Wait, we gotta get to Ethan. All right, so I'm gonna cut to Ethan Hawke. It's a 46-minute video. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. We'll see how compelling it. I had rave reviews. I was looking at the comment section. People are like, man, this dude, man, he fucking got it. And that's kind of, if you never watched the show, I hope that you watching this will, okay, I'll do that. No, not that. I hope that you watching this will get you to watch the show if you never heard of it or watched it before, because it's based off a true story, and it's a just a compelling tale of something that will resemble the disconnection that we're having today. It's a simple miscommunication that can be fixed through understanding and communication, and we chose to use both of those means to do so, to harm each other every fucking step we get. That includes the Grammys. You can say whatever you want. Fuck you, white guys. Don't steal from the Indians and stop arresting the Browns. That's turning the white people crazy. Now they think that their whole entire music industry is against them because we let that slide. That didn't come from us. That wasn't a universal message from everyone who likes music. No, that wasn't it. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to stay relevant, whether you believe in the cause or not. Luckily, on this channel, I believe in everything I say. And I have the mental support to back it up. You know, if you believe it long enough, it becomes true. Just like I've seen them combining them girls, and it was like, do you think they like us? And it was like, I don't know if they like you more than less they like being here. And it was like, what? Did they ask the children that they want to fuck them gray old men? They was gray in the old photos. Bill Clinton's been gray since he came out. You got these young kids around these gray men. All these niggas is gray. The prince of whatever, gray. All these niggas gray. So they was gray since the 90s. So you got these kids hanging out with these grandpas from the rip. No, you got to ask them. Did they want that? That's not even my joke. That's my wife's joke. Ask the kids.
Oh, you good? You good?
I'm sorry, pictures of dead babies. I don't have time for that. All right. Be right back. It's time to talk with Ethan. We're going to see what Ethan, why he chose to risk his career. Because he did. He's going to probably mention that. He only does like a lot of indie movies now. So he's working his way back up. Nobody watched his show that he did for FX. He's like a hitman or something. Watch that. We're getting into that. He only does good work. All right. Coming back with that. Thank you for joining me. This is X. Guy's going to give it to you. I've been your host, Negros One. I'll be right back. Just a brief break. And that's it. Thanks for joining me.
Follow us on Instagram.
Happy ODM Blend Thursday. New show out now. Mayor must not.
Fuck them other niggas on my mama, bitches February. Yeah, I'm on some nigga shit. All this
So I've racked about 900 Xbox points.
What are we talking about?
This points you get. I don't know what to do with them. Sometimes they're like, oh, you want to put it toward your fucking bill? Oh. You can. $5. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But
900 points equals $5.
It's not enough to really make an impact on the bill. But it does. You can eventually use it to get a discount on new games or some shit like that. My main goal is it's like a 3 months free, something like that. One of the tiers, right? But competition, $5,000 US fucking cash. So I
Welcome to my horticultural wonderland of.
It's that real shit, yo.
Nasty Zeus. This guy doesn't like anybody.
Not at all, including, I'm sure, Mean Gene standing there. Thumbs down from the fans. They know who the real star is. That's him.
Brother, when you bite that BOT, you keep the L in the fight. Skip your greens and you'll lose your sight.
Longer than my days, until one day it really happened. Since you love my way, I know what gonna happen without you.
America's Got Talent. Rock some R&B.
I pray long time for it, but because I believe it makes me happy.
Whoa. Welcome to X. Gonna give it to you a show where I read comments from X. I already did that. We're gonna double back after we hear from Ethan for about. I'm gonna give him 45 cook. It's a 40-minute, 60-minute video. I'll see how long it is, but depending how compelling it is, it's gonna be reviews, and I need to know what does it take to be a good white man. And I thought I could ask Tyler Perry, but allegedly he's raping them. So
You're right. I should have done that.
You'd be talking about a black producer who hires white people alongside with the arc, right? But it's not the arc because allegations of being rapey and touchy-feely toward white cast members. And I'll only bring it up because man, oh man, who knew? It only took 50 cents for the storm that's about to come.
Listen up! There is a storm coming!
Sometimes you gotta keep your mouth closed. Because Tyler Perry was just out here just, man, oh man, I'm glad I'm not Diddy. He was like, I see some freaky shit in my life. Being a dummy, saying stupid things. Now you got your stupid right? 50 Cent responded and said, nigga, don't you worry. Your documentary is coming. So you didn't even need to do that. You could have just watched it like we all did and just said, damn, that's a lot of baby oil. We should have all confused about this private case, just like we all was. And why did it be the magnet at the top? And why was it, what was in the special one? That's all. That's all. And don't shake off your fans and use hand sanitizer after they hug you, because that's some piece of shit mentality. That's a dog. You're a dog, all right? Don't be a dog. Yeah, don't be a piece of shit. Don't. That's literally biting the hand that feeds you, or wiping off sanitizing the hand that feeds you. What a piece of shit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't waste these jokes. It's good jokes.
It's free.
Where you gonna get these jokes from? We watching old school
free.
fucking Def Comedy Jam.
Is free. If you put on your internet, it'd be there.
Ain't nobody. I'm telling you, without even showing my hands, good jokes. These niggas be taking their shirts off, screaming at the screen. Is that what y'all want? Crazy. That's for ASMR. You save that for. You could go to porn and see stuff like that. All right. Speaking of porn. I would say this: the historical pieces on slavery rebellion it's very fun to watch. That's why it's not a lot of it. You got to see us getting fucked up first, missing an eye, fucked, whipped, all types of reverse 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Because allegedly it's done out of love, but it's the weirdest form of love I've ever seen. And then when you talk about profit, to be a person who's giving you money or earning you money, and then you treat me like that, it's unfair and it's kind of nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
With that being said, knowing that our history and knowing what white people have done to this country, I believe he's from, I don't know, Ethan Hawke is Canadian. But what we've done to this country, what white people have done to this country, to take this role is scary and it's dangerous. So shout out to Ethan for living dangerous. And without further ado. Make sure the pitch is at 720p. I don't want it bottom. Alexa, if you will. Shouts to Onion. I hope he mentions Onion. It just took a team. Felt like this whole story took a team. And not a lot of people watched it, unfortunately, because this kind of shit is the hair of the dog. That's why I like to see it. We need more like it. Not more 12 Years a Slave. That's dumb. All right. Making Matthew McConaughey look like a goddamn devil. And then I didn't even know all the white boys was in there. Watching
about all the perks your membership gets you, and also how it supports our mission.
How did you get him? How did you get him?
Yeah.
How'd you get him on your channel?
Maybe tell me
about all the perks your membership gets you, and also how it supports our mission. Our conversation today is going to be moderated by Matt Zoller-Seitz, the TV critic for New York Magazine. I know we're eager to jump in here, so at this time I'd like to turn it over to Matt and welcome Ethan Hawke.
Okay, so here we are talking about the Good Lord Bird and John Brown, and I guess the best place to start is Ethan, if you could maybe tell me, how long have you been interested in John Brown? Where did this fascination begin?
Well, you know, when I was first taught about John Brown as a kid, I was just taught that he was a lunatic. You know, I wasn't taught why he took over Harper's Ferry. I wasn't taught why he was hung. I just was taught he was a lunatic. And
spoiler alert.
You know, it was strange. My parents split up when I was young, and my father lived in Texas, and my mother was living in Vermont. And so I got very different stories about the Civil War. You know,
Yeah.
From the tale of Northern aggression, you know, to We Saved the Union. I heard both of them, and but everybody was always scared of talking about John Brown.
Yes.
And I came across, through a wild story, I ended up coming across the book, A Good Lord Bird. And there was something about the wit and love and silliness that McBride approached this very verboten subject matter that was completely disarming to me. And I thought it was radical and beautiful, and it made me upset that more people didn't know this part of our story, because if you tell the story of America without John Brown, you're deliberately turning your eye away from a major crime and a part of the DNA of this country, and the founding of this country, and the building of this country, and its response to the Civil War. And
take that back.
so I just thought it was incredibly interesting, but it wasn't told in a way that was like your high school librarian was telling it. It was telling it as Red Fox or Richard Pryor, Chris Rock might tell you that abolitionist.
Oh,
or Mark Twain.
Yeah, it's definitely in the vein of Mark Twain, and that kind of tall tale aspect and unreliable narrator aspect. And it was so exciting to me that I wanted everybody to read the book. And then slowly I realized, hey man, let's make a movie out of this sucker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you know, you mentioned getting an alternative view of the Civil War from growing up in Texas. I also grew up in Texas, and it wasn't until I was well into my mid-20s that I heard a detailed alternative version of the Reconstruction period, in which white people were not the good guys.
Oh, and have us coming off well. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's amazing to me, the fact that there's been like 9,000 movies of the Alamo made, and not one, this is the
Holy
first like
shit.
major reenactment on film of the battle at Harper's Ferry.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot about how this country likes to tell stories.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, even the people, you know, who are passionate about those statues of
What?
Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee and stuff,
Not
their
again.
claim
Not
to
statues again.
saying it's important is history.
Right.
And that's really interesting, because you don't drive through Berlin and see statues of Goebbels and Rommel and you know, I mean, you lose a war that's a lost cause, you don't get to hang your heroes' trophies up. You know?
No.
It's an inaccurate telling of history. And it's there was a wonderful woman that ran the Civil War Museum down in Richmond, Virginia, and she used to say this incredible thing is that the South suffered a major loss of pride and in the Civil War, and the North decided to kind of do a gentleman's agreement and make them feel better about it. And it froze everybody in the first stage of grief, which is denial. And she kind of says that all those statues just represent denial.
Oh,
That's what happened
shit.
and why it happened. And it
Well.
was very interesting. And so the process, I'd be
It's nightmare.
I got driven to work by lots of different,
It's petty.
yeah, because I had so many lines to learn. I would drive myself home sometimes, but I could never drive myself there. And if you're wondering how that happened, my wife was a producer and she would drive herself and do her own thing, and drive me home.
The African American woman is the back.
I know his wife,
all these lines with
the
different
woman.
teamsters, and they're all from Virginia, and everybody had a different.
That's a
hit on John
Virginia.
Brown. One driver would say to me, "You're not making him a good guy, are you?" And another guy would say, "It's about time we heard his story." And somebody else would say, "Who the hell is he again? Is all this stuff true?" It's amazing.
What are we talking about?
Finger on a lot of things people are avoiding or things people have passion about.
Well, you can certainly make a case for John Brown as maybe the ultimate American example of the idea that a terrorist is somebody on the other side. Because really he was a terrorist. He was by any definition a terrorist. This was a guy who,
if you were black, he wasn't a terrorist.
Absolutely not. But I mean, by the definitions that we use when we're talking about, organizations like Al.
I even like the way he says the word black.
Black, right? Yeah, you can tell.
Y'all gotta sound like Ethan. Y'all guys sound like Ethan. I don't hear y'all. I don't hear Ethan, and half of y'all. I don't hear Ethan. And even the way he cut him off, that's that shit. Where I don't want to be in a circle with the same conversation, and then they go like this. Oh well, like statistically, numbers show per capita. At that time, he will be considered a terrorist given the acts that he did. But it's like a black person would have to jump into that conversation and be like, well, no, because to us, he's a hero, right? Fuck you. We needed him. That's the terrorism we need. But it goes to for this guy to recognize the difference between, and he said he got two versions of that story growing up, like most white people do, 6, 7.
I don't have friends. I got family.
You get told two different stories depending on how you're raised. So for him to find out a whole new version of white power, where it's just terrorizing us in that way, terrorizing us where they chase us around in hoods, that sort of white power, but the power of white power, where how powerful you are as a white person, and how it throws the enemy off so much that it literally put them in a disarray of what to do with him, because he was a traitor, just a traitor.
What are we talking?
They didn't want him to spark more traitors. He was like a disease. So there's still to this day, many white people will not go as hard or anywhere close as this person because of fear of the trickle down that so much you lose when you really devote your life to just the other person who has been living with you in this country for the entire time that you've been here. So, and before. So it's tricky. It's tricky. How much of how patriotic are you? Because standing up for black people is the most patriotic thing you could do. And he gets it. That's very American. Standing up for black people in America is the most patriotic thing you can fucking do at this point in time. Waving a flag, buying a fucking American flag socks, go for it. You can eat as many hot dogs as you want, but we're all just gonna ignore the exactly like horrors and crimes that happen in this country and that have no retribution, no reparation, healing, none of this stuff, and you still keep doing it till this very day.
You know where that came
to this
from
day,
me?
you still do it. You're still hanging people to this day.
It was mine. You got well, listen up. There is a story.
Regular. It's regular. No.
Is prepared for it.
Kinda. This was a guy who was politically, ideologically motivated, and his point is this evil.
That's funny.
That seemed to be his baseline point of view, and so he was. I mean, as you obviously he was riding through with his band of merry marauders, pulling the officials from these pro-slavery towns out of their homes in the middle of the night and killing them. killing
Yeah,
them.
we reenact it. Chop
Yeah.
off their heads.
Yeah. And I didn't learn about any
He's
of that
like,
stuff.
sure.
No, well, the reason why they don't want to tell you about
He's like,
any of that
yeah.
stuff is if you really want to get into it, you know, you have to discuss human bondage is a lot worse than, you know, it was painted in my childhood. You know, there's massive sex trafficking happening. There's human atrocities. There's, you know, it was such a criminal act against another.
That's a good point. Although he is a pedophile.
That to teach it is very upsetting to young people. And it's very upsetting, I think, to the way that Americans wanted to see themselves. I mean, I think you're right to say
By
that John
Americans,
Brown
you
was a terrorist in many ways, but by that definition, so was George Washington. I mean, you know, it's like everybody who fights for freedom is a terrorist unless they win. Right?
Ho Chi Minh.
Not George Washington.
Bring his ass to the cookout.
Yo, that's amazing.
Ethan Hawke is like, I want to go to heaven. I'm not down with that. I don't know her. He said this in America. I don't know her.
Shout out to Ethan Hawke. Yo, when you say things like damn. And you know, you don't think, you know, people be doing these roles. You don't know. I'm not an actor, you know, and I'm not an activist. But you know,
once again, I'm not an activist. I'm just caught up in the shit. When you start the shit, you can't stop the shit till you finish the shit. I'm in the shit.
You never wonder. You always wonder if you're into movies and you're into stuff like this. You wonder why did they take that role and why did they go so hard? Because he went so hard in the show. He lost his voice. He'll get into that. I mean, he went so hard, and it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, what did you feel? And what are you trying to make other people feel that they haven't felt ever? Because like he said, there are no stories based off this character on a grand scale. They've made many variations of the after and before of this war, but nothing on this war. And he said this is the first time, and it's a fucking sitcom for Showtime. So that's how they do that. They buried it. They buried it. They buried it underneath all the other Showtime shows. So whatever. But you wonder what is it going to take for you to have that sort of drive where you know the gig is up. You know it's a lie. You know what atrocity is. You know what murder is. You know you're not pretending to be brainwashed. Because that's half of y'all.
Follow us on Instagram, connect on Facebook, wherever you get. We'll be right back. Follow us on Instagram.
Half of y'all pretend to be brainwashed so you can fit in with whatever crazy crew you want to fit into. That could be a crew being your family and or friends. You got to let that racist group go because you're 2 crews away from a clan.
You know what that came from me? That came from me. It was my doing.
Yeah, be careful. He was like, "Are you cold?" Yeah, I'm a little chilly. Like, you put the shit as a whole hood. You're like, "What? Did this nigga hear me a clan hood?" No, I'm not one of you. You got the hood on. It's too late. Too late. Don't wait till it's too late.
Yeah, you know, in a country that, you know, as proof of John Brown's insanity at his trial, all they did is say, you know, do you believe that women and black people should have the same rights as a white male? And he said yes. And they said, no further proof necessary. I mean, he's obviously nuts. So if you're living in an insane society, it's very, very hard. I mean, and on the to your point, he also chopped people's heads off, killed people. He believed he had spent his life as a nonviolent abolitionist. I mean, one of the things as an actor that I found absolutely fascinating is most radicals, ideologues who take up arms are extremely young. Mm-hmm. You know, they get charged with their idealism and they lead a revolution. And John Brown was an old man.
He was.
And
he wasn't old. He was
very rare. And I think
he wasn't old. He was just old for the earth. he wasn't old in spirit. He wasn't old in bones because he killed more white people alone than half of them. He's a good shot. So he was a good shot. So no, he was just old for the earth, the numbers, but he was not old. That nigga was as young as he ever looked.
I wish he
looked like fucking Abraham Lincoln with a gun. That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like without the hat.
To understand his violence, you have to understand that he'd spent all of his life as a nonviolent abolitionist. His father was a nonviolent abolitionist. His grandfather was a nonviolent abolitionist.
Right.
His grandfather rode with George Washington and was so offended by the
Nonviolent. That's what he said.
Became an abolitionist, and that's the home that John Brown lived in. And so sitting there in a farm in New Paltz, trying to help escaped slaves learn how to farm. You know, he was teaching escaped slaves how to do that. The creation of Timbuktu up there, and then they passed the Dred Scott Act, which made what he was doing illegal. And so you see how a man in his 50s could be charged. Yes. And I personally believe that. I think he went down to bloody Kansas to be killed. I think, you know, he was already pretty megalomaniacal. And
it was all a dream.
You know, his primary relationship on this planet was to the divine, right? I mean, he really wasn't worried about what
to be martyred.
Damn.
Yeah, I think there was. I always.
Damn.
Are you ready to die?
That's all we ask, white people. Are you willing to die for it? Do you know your end goal at the end of this? Jokes are mad funny, but I saw a post the other day. They had Andrew Tate and like fucking just burning in hell and in lava, and you know he's like reaching out from the lava, and he's like, "But wait, I have a Bugatti." And then like some white person reposted that, like, is that what it's gonna look like? Where you like all of the you know the Richard Meals watches are melting off, and you just have to tell Satan, like, I have a Bugatti. No, wait, it's so fast. It goes 0 to 1 in like 3 seconds. Like, no, you may have a tattoo Bugatti. Just, you know, you have they were finally figuring out that not even us, these are all like Caucasians who are figuring out that I don't think that none of this stuff is going to matter further down. And yeah, guys, sorry, but you know, After Earth doesn't really care about minerals. It doesn't really make any sense. At that point, it's just a mineral, and it doesn't mean, it means exactly how it sounds. Shouts to Ethan Hawke again. He risked a lot doing this, and you could tell by the way that the reviews are not good. There's so many people, white people, just stop fucking with this guy, and forget about the threads and the internet. He's a dub, but he should be just as cool as Kevin Bacon. He should be just as cool as Kevin Bacon. In my books, he is. No, to me, he is, but people don't. They're not respecting him like that. They're gonna give Kevin Bacon more work because he ain't come out like that. But I know Kevin Bacon's got it in him. I trust him. I saw his playlist. Kevin Bacon got the best playlist. He's one of the good ones. I trust him.
I thought there was a
psychological, like a pull up a leather jacket in his 60s. I fuck with you. For real.
Component to that, in addition to the religious one, which is, you know, he wanted to be martyred for the cause, religiously and politically, but also if he got taken out of the action early, then he didn't have to think through to the end. You know,
well,
I always wondered about that.
Yo, that's racist.
Having studied his letters and things like that, I don't think there's any part of him that
I was a coward.
Didn't want to be leading a revolution in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think he would have loved to have seen it. He wanted Frederick Douglass to be there. and he wanted. I mean, he envisioned himself as
he lost
hope. Once Frederick Douglass didn't come,
that was it.
I think he started thinking of himself on a journey like that. You know, I mean, then it became a suicide mission.
Nobody's here.
I don't think he was trying to cop out. I mean, I think he was.
Fucking hell.
I didn't mean cop out. I just meant,
they said crabs in the bucket. They could be like, listen.
Cop out. He said, I didn't mean cop out.
Nah, well, that's what you made it sound like, Jerry. What do you know, Jerry?
What are we talking about?
You shut your black ass up, Jerry.
What are we talking about?
God damn. Well, you know that he didn't want to see it through. How do you know that, Jerry? If you watch the show, I have no spoilers, but he was fucking murdered. Like, yeah, like he probably was like a coward, right? No, this nigga was a Viking reincarnate.
I wish a nigga would Well, listen up.
This nigga is got the
his
nerve.
last name is Brown. Like, come on.
If you just watch the show, we're gonna end up watching that shit back. If you watch the show, you could shit. If you watch the show, you could tell if this is anything like the character that he just mentioned that he studied. If he got this version of a person that he said didn't even have most of these historical characters, unfortunately, because they always make the same movies over and over and over and over again. Even from like Cleopatra, you could go all the way back from the 50s and grab your own version of her, or 50s version or 60s version of the same character and redo them in the movie. But if they've never done the person, this is the first version of this person. So I can't imagine, with no background, no reference, how do I be John Brown? And why have they never made this movie or show or whatever? It's because it's difficult without putting a mirror up to the existing crimes that continue to happen through white supremacy. How could you portray this character like it's mythical and it ended and it's past tense? It's not past tense.
Follow us on Instagram.
So during the flows of even doing this, even on set, a bunch of niggas is just mad awkward. It was weird. You was just like, damn, I'm sorry. Probably a lot of hugging going on. Only because it's just, I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that it does happen. And even during some of these shoots, black people were murdered, even like as especially in Los Angeles, wherever they filmed. Virginia, people were murdered in every state. So I'm just saying, niggas are being murdered during that filming. So Injustice Lee. I'm not talking about black on black crime per capita, but I'm talking about injustice murders, lives taking too soon through racial decisions. That's all this is about. Just petty. I don't see color until it scares me.
So I had a funny, the fun thing about being an actor is you just try to make all this stuff personal, right? So I was trying to think about really what motivated him to violence. And to your point, I went up to his house in Newport. I went to his gravesite where his boys are buried and where he's buried, and saw his wife's kitchen and then their house and where she lived after he died. And they have all the stories about how they got the body back up there and the protests. And you see you see the view from his bedroom window. You see the mirror that he shaved in, and you stand in that extremely humble house. I mean, it's got that shaker, pristine kind of Amish feel to it, right? And
incredible.
It is incredible. But
Like
so
the baby
tour
shit,
guide showed me a bunch
that
of
thing
his
there,
letters. This
precision, OCD.
man who ran the place,
Cool
and
stuff.
he shortly before he went off to Kansas, there's a marked change in his handwriting. And this is just the tour guide riffing, right? But he's like, I think he had a stroke. And I think he went down there charged with his own mortality and that he didn't really think he had much longer to live anyway. I mean, think about it.
Now he said he think he had a stroke. I'm going by the ways that we wrote and or talked and back then, and it might have been just old-timey slang. It's like, this guy sounds like he's having a stroke. None of these words make any sense. They yonder done yonder run. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like they all talked crazy. That's why you read all the messages. They said the slaves were talking like that. Fuck you, you taught us. It's like, how come you read the slave stuff and it sounds like that? Massa says that we don't need it. any mo's oat. That's what he wrote. And it's like you read it because Master says we don't need any more oat. Okay, so if that's how they wrote, sure. I don't put it past the civil rights that war IQ. It's just wars back then and fucking debris. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, education wasn't top priority. Neither was diction or fucking proper word placement. But it's funny to think that reading an old civil or old-timey war letter or whatever just resembles what a stroke looks like. Because I'm trying to figure out how'd you get that. He was like, he must have been having a stroke because some of the words went up and then they went back down. Just saying, I get that though, but they said a lot of the words were jumbled because of the education, and that's just them stealing from themselves. White people doing white people things. You could have explored education. You could have explored education, but you decided to teach yourselves like you do, and then you should decide to teach us like you do, like you always try to explain us, and it was all wrong, and lies. Majority lies.
He was already an old man. 50 something was old back then, right?
Right.
So I started taking that on as a person that was basically every battle was welcoming, looking forward to seeing Jesus,
Right, the sweet embrace, yeah.
Yeah, he was not afraid.
Yeah. I also am struck by a lot.
He's answering you because you say you thought he was afraid to meet his death. So he cowered out. That's pretty much why he went up there to cower out on his death. So he breaks down to him. No, he had the power of Christ or he knew his own demise. So he definitely wasn't afraid. He was welcoming death on his own. So this guy, he's 90% of how white people feel. That's why the show didn't do good.
Some historians the Civil War originated in this story. Like that, this was the spark that lit the fuse that led to the actual war between the states, as they called it, where we're from.
You can make a strong case to be made that the Harper's Ferry battle is the first battle of the Civil War. I mean, Robert E. Lee, Jefferson Davis, Stonewall Jackson, John Wilkes Booth were all at John Brown's hanging, right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
They were all there. Man, the sales for Winchester rifles went up like 2,000% the 6 months after Harper's Ferry. It was you could, a couple months later Lincoln was elected, 18 months later the war is on.
It's interesting. And it almost reminds me of how the later subsequently discovering that so many of the people who were involved in Al-Qaeda had fought the Soviets in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys knew each other.
Yeah.
Make common cause dictated by time and place. Yeah. I'm actually surprised, really, honestly, as much time has elapsed.
Why do white people always leave? They leave. Why do you go all the way? Like, man, this crime happened in America. That reminds me of the war in Afghanistan. What are we talking about? Why do you? What about? Hey, I'm listening to him. I got nothing. I never thought no Habibi. And nothing about my brain said Afghanistan. Nothing about that. Nothing about this man has been saying in the past 14 fucking minutes has reminded me of Afghanistan. This is what I'm saying.
Well, maybe it's because it happened in his lifetime.
This is the war of his lifetime.
Right, like he can connect to that because he actually seen that, like the slavery and the John Brown and all that. Like he wasn't there for it, so he's not connected to it like that. Maybe that's what I'm.
So the only way that's perfect that you say that. Actually, I'll take that. So if you could only feel a war because it's happening near or close to you, why do people have so much empathy for the war that happened in fucking Germany? It was way, way before everyone's time. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They try to remaster it. They do whatever they can. Nobody knows. There's like some old people that were there. They could be lying. They give them lie detector tests. And some of the people, they even said some of them was lying. Some of them survivors was lying. Google it. So I'm saying, why do we have so much empathy and making movies for a war that has nothing to do with us, right? If that's our only way to reconnect or relive trauma, it will be a most of a current or something that's more of our lifetime. Then that's perfect. I wish that would be the case, because then yes, you would say a lot of these brown wars that are happening, that's oppression. That's oppression on brown people, and they're taking their land. That sounds like a lot like those white people fucking with those black people. That's great, but nobody goes back to Pakistan. They only go back to Germany, which is a white on white, visibly crime. But it has nothing to do with us because it's a different country. So again, I don't know why he went to Pakistan or Afghanistan. Like you said, I do agree. It is the only trauma that he could relate to, that the latest thing he saw on the news. But that's, again, avoiding the problem that happened with this war was just straight up racism. Just racism. I do not know if the Pakistani war, if the Afghanistan war is more about money and or power than just straight out, I hate you because of the color of your skin. I don't know if they got it like that. I think that's more of our vibe.
Surprised that you were able to get this made.
I am too, and I think we snuck it through, meaning that when I first approached James McBride about playing John Brown, Obama was president, and things weren't as hot as they feel right now.
Obama's trending again.
You know, the temperature in the country ratchet. I mean, you know, the issues of social justice have been a part of this country's story since its inception, so it's nothing new. But the temperature went up, and the pandemic cranked it up.
Nobody likes taking that with Ethan Hawke.
Pandemic cranked it up, and I think that it would be near impossible to make today, and it was definitely impossible a couple years before McBride wrote this book. So in some strange way, I think
it's never the right time.
We just kind of found our way through the door. I feel very grateful that we were allowed to make this show. It was an honor of my life to. I really. I had that big beard on and the guns, and I'm standing in front of Harper's Ferry, and I was really blown away that. You know, I made light of it earlier, but you know, all the war movies I've seen.
Same shit.
And this is one of the most amazing stories.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Ask Tom Hanks to say some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Tom Hanks would be like, no, there's no difference. No, you can't talk about the Battle of Pearl Harbor like that. Pearl Harbor, where we bombed those Asians for no reason. Like, no, don't talk about none of them weird ass wars. This was the most important war, he said, a war movie or anything he could have ever been a part of. That because it is. Because everyone is still fighting to this day.
You think I'm crazy?
And we can travel to and from to Asia. We good. They got white people in the Philippines right now.
You think I'm crazy?
There's white people in Vietnam right now raising kids.
Regular. It's regular.
There's no beef. There's only Szechuan beef.
Regular. It's regular. No.
We have this is the only war, he said. Niggas died on the hill, and they still are fighting to keep up the truce. Where it's just like they have to lie to the south. They say you got it. You did your thing. We both winners. That shit is lame. It's nasty.
Oh, you're nasty.
And that's why they still continue to have sundown towns when we told them that everyone says it's illegal, but because they're so losers, the state and the state and the mayor who owns the rules and can make those changes decides not to because they feel for the sore losers. And anytime you feel bad for a loser, makes you a loser.
You've got to love life to have life.
You sympathize with a loser. You tell them how to win. You don't just say maybe you won. You're a winner.
Got to love life.
That's
to
denial.
have
Like you said, the first stages of not accepting grief is denial. And not accepting change or reality is denial. So it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose.
You've got to love life to have life.
And if you don't admit that, the white people that admit they lose, they keep somebody else the loser. They have to admit it so we can move on. We're stuck in limbo because of their pettiness.
You know we finally here, right?
Financial limbo, state, you don't get the fucking train. Supposed to have a fast train. They don't want the niggas on the train. That's it.
A group of black guys and white guys getting together to overthrow the nation's largest armory in hopes of provoking a civil war.
Yeah, it's like an American Braveheart.
It's unbelievable. It's just so scary to talk about.
Now he's talking about. See? See? He can't get it. He can't get it.
The only way he can get it is to compare it to other stuff.
I can't imagine being like this in my brain. It's like the only way I connect it if I go like, oh, you mean like Harlem Nights? Okay. Like Get Rich or Die Trying. Oh, you mean like Power? Oh, okay, I get that. It's like, nigga, I only know fiction. Sorry. It's like, are you okay? I only know stuff that happened outside of my country. Oh, okay. I only know foreign affairs. Are you all right, dude? He hates American history. He's like an American history racist.
Yo, that's racist.
He's like, oh, this is like the Battle of Britain, Howard. What are you talking about, dude? This with America. This nigga's all the way in Grimble. He's talking about the Star Wars battles. He's telling them the exact timeline. Oh, okay, I get you. That's kind of like that. That stinks. This guy sucks. Well, what a good interview for him that he's talked to the right one.
Because
guy's like listening, but not
a lot of things that none of us really enjoy looking at, and
kind of like the Battle of Diffendor.
What McBride did is made you look at it, because it's not told from John Brown's point of view. It's not John Brown's story. It's Onion's story.
That's the Onion.
Henry Shackelford, Henry Onion Shackelford's story. And so
Uncle Shackelford.
Twain vibe. It has a little Huck Finn air to it, and it's seen from a strange point of view. It's not seen head on. You're not asked to like John Brown. One of my first scenes, I chop somebody's head off.
Yeah.
You're being told right off the bat that he's a lunatic. You don't have to like him, and it manages to tell the story in a very, very sly way, which I really, really appreciate.
It's really good.
Well, there's another aspect to the way the story is told that I found striking, and that is that it kind of as you allude to, it sort of decenters John Brown a little bit. And, you would have no reason to know this, but like over 20 years ago, I was working on a treatment for a miniseries about John Brown with John Frankenheimer.
Amazing.
And I wrote a 40-page treatment. This was the summer of 2000. And John unfortunately died the following year, so it never happened. But at the time, he loved John Brown. He was fascinated by him, and he wanted to shoot this thing in black and white and make it look like Matthew Brady photos from the Civil War. And he warned me. He said, this is probably never going to get made, and all your work will have been for nothing, because nobody wants to tell this story. Like, nobody wants to tell a story where black people pick up arms against their oppressors. They only want to see stories about people suffering, eventually receiving transcendence, and being rescued by the white man. And in fact, that's the vast majority of slavery narratives they're told.
That's why I said we have to stop.
I've never heard them admit that.
Yeah, I know, and that's them in the rooms. They in the room. That's the movie room. They're like, oh, listen, man, you wrap that shit up. Because he was like, no, unless somebody getting whipped and then saying, thank you, Matthew McConaughey, thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, I'm smart than all these white people because I knows no better. I said I should have picked faster, and your name was the wiser. I should have went faster, but these hands don't move like they used to, master. Holy shit. All right.
It's on the internet. Just put on link to internet.com.
That's gnarly. We're at the 18-minute mark. I'm gonna promise to finish this throughout this would be my Black History project. I have to finish this entirety. If you're watching along, don't finish it. Wait for me. Wait for us. We can read it together. Okay. And how would you get the witty banter in between? Okay. So we'll finish this, but I will, as promised, get to the Negro of the day, which is again on X. Thank you for joining me. This has been X-Con Give It To You. We had a hell of a show. Everywhere from, I don't know what to tell you. Anywhere from, we started out hot with a race baiter wishing for an Italian a winter wonderland, all the way to a American war denier. So nothing like that. No show like that on the internet. Good luck. If you find it, put the link in the chat, and I'll stalk them and see what they got that I don't got. That's what we do in each other. That's how we learn. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you have to eat the butterfly to become the cocoon. All right. The caterpillar. You have to eat the butterfly to become the caterpillar. All right. Remember the time the news asked us to take pictures of snails? Dear news, stop asking to do your job. Do your own fucking job. Fucking museums telling us to do their thing. Museums, if you need art, pay artists. Are you crazy? Cameras cost money. So do phones. It's like, no, just use your phone. Nigga, that's a phone bill. Are you crazy? No, that's still, you still paying for that camera. I don't know what they did. They try to trick you. They said, no, you have to use a real camera. Just use your phone. If you see a snail, take a picture so I don't have to do it. I was like, what? No. Museums, do your fucking job. I know it's too cold to catch caterpillars and snails and shit right now. I get it. You gotta wait. Put up something else. Put up a warmer amphibian or whatever. All right. Insect, whatever. Insect, snail, worm, whatever. But I'm not a scientist. All right, thank you for joining me. This has been X Gonna Give It To You. This has been a hell of a show. We hit the 2. I'm gonna definitely finish the rest of that excellent interview with that really weird guy. I don't have to say his name. He's not important, but it's all about Ethan Hawke because he's the world's champion and he did it. And he sacrificed all his stupid friends and he found new friends by doing this. So that's good. Anybody who stopped talking to him for us, like they said, hey, it's never gonna get pulled. Don't worry, nobody wants to see this shit, and he did it anyway. So he lost some friends. That's good. Sometimes you gotta lose what you got to know who you are. So it's okay.
Regular. It's regular. No.
It's all replaceable, my friend. If it's not real, it's replaceable. All right. Don't forget to love yourselves and you love you back. I'm coming back with the Negro of the day. I'm gonna take a brief break, 1 minute break. I'm gonna come back with the Negro of the day, which again, if you don't know what that is or this show is X Gonna Give It To You, a show where I read comments from X. And this particular run for Black History Only, I am revisiting a trend that's been happening on X, a trend d'Arguay, where people are recreating old made-up Black figures from our yesteryears who are committing the stereotypes of today. It's clever work. So we'll get into that. And yeah, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for joining me. Whoa.
Yeah. Odd Negroes on Spotify. What is what? Say it again. Odd Negroes? Oh, Odd Negroes. I'm going to go online at Odd Negroes. What is
Happy
it?
Odd Negroes Friday. We need your couples. Are you a cupcake couple? We need you, couples, for February, Valentine's Day.
Deal man doesn't play the drums, doesn't stay late at the bar, does what he says and says what he does not get a fancy lawyer that the other person can't afford if things get weird. My name is Gwen. I am divorced. I have 2 kids, and I will not ever regret having those 2 kids, okay? So that's really important for me to tell anyone who's listening. I type 110 words a minute. I actually can type faster, but I keep a little bit for myself. I blew out my knee jazzercising, so I don't want a guy that's too active. My best qualities? I own a timeshare. My favorite way to unwind is with a Virginia Slim and a big scoop of cottage cheese, half a tomato. Why I want to find love is I just think that everybody deserves a second chance. I want to go to the PTA with somebody. Not just myself. Oh, there's Gwen. She's divorced. Oh, did he run away with his secretary? I left. A great first date with you would be
Conversations, a new show for
2
February
words.
that we're trying.
Benny.
Let us know
Hana.
if you find a couple.
Hi, my name's Mike, and if you're sitting there watching this tape smoking your cigarette, well, hit the fast forward button, because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
Also, join
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm an executive by day and a wild man by night.
Early to rise makes a woman healthy, wealthy, and wise.
That's why you're wiser than me.
Happy Illegal
It's Steven.
Hi, my name is Phil. Most of my friends call me Big Phil.
I'm not afraid to get sand on my tuxedo if you're not afraid to let the wind mess your hair up a little bit when I take the top down.
I took a sponge ball, was pulling him out of a little girl's ear. I'm looking for the goddess. Are you the goddess? Who is the goddess? The goddess is the woman, is a woman, is any woman, is all women.
A figure that is sexy, slim, tight, excellent legs.
Life is a playground and I want somebody to play with.
I'm interested in most phases of data processing.
I'm really looking for somebody I can feel special about. And I don't encounter people like that very often. And I'm hoping you're one of them.
A mulher pra ser bonita, Paraná não precisa se pintar.
Extremism een bekende rapper in Amerika. Hoe ziet hij eruit op de foto?
We make the moves that break the rules. A fool and his money are soon parted, so we take from fools. If and when you ever fall down, get back up. Drop some, stop fronting, pick that shit back up. Stand for something or fall for everything. Wait for the right pitch or miss with every swing. In the absence of the truth, bullshit prevails. So what they did, fucked around and threw truth in jail. The objective is to keep you blind. So along with the handcuffs on your arms, they got shackles on your mind. Seek and you shall find, accepting failure is the only crime. Fall down 8 times, get up 9, nigga.
Shout out to people still finding means to create art, even when they're killing everybody now. They're killing everybody. Everybody's safe, but the Asians still safe. No, this is not a call to harm Asians. That's not what I'm saying. Hold on.
You've got to love life to have life.
I'm just saying they're the only race that's just safe all day. They'd be like we had the riots safe, we had the things safe. It's just, they keep their nose out of it. They stay out of it. My name is Pitt. All right. We'll get into the Negro of the day. We try to do man, woman. Yesterday, I forget the name of and there was a group of people. It was just like the first dine and dash. The first people to loot was just a group of niggas, and they named some of them, and the main one who started it. If you missed yesterday's show, just go watch yesterday's show. But all right. We'll get into the Negro of today of all days. Thanks for joining me. I have Nigel take us away. And after that, we're wrapping up. Thank you for joining me. This is X. Gonna give it to you. Happy Friday. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. and I'm glad that the winter the snow demon has passed. And whoever danced for heat or whatever, then shout outs to you. I know it's some white woman in turquoise going crazy. I know it was you, Carol, and I thank you. She was out there going crazy somewhere. Found out that the niggas had a bear in his basement. Niggas is losing their fucking minds. Did you see Phoenix, Arizona, with all the camels? Nigga.
Regular.
Somebody's praying that everything goes back to normal because the animals ain't where they supposed to be. In Australia, there's camels in Australia. That don't make no sense. It's freaking out the kangaroos. All that jumping around is making them nervous.
All that jumping is making me nervous.
They're not supposed to be there. So that's happening all around. Check out bear and man's basement. Why? Why is the bear not warm enough where he originally lives?
Yeah.
It's like, nope, got to get some of that human heat. That's not a thing. All right. Speaking of not a thing, neither is this. This is all made up. Everything I'm about to show you is AI. Don't get
all a dream.
It's white pornography for them, and they dig it and they spread it and people jumped on it, and it's just like it's magnificent. And if I had a way bigger platform, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I would made this a grandiose special, like some sort of like award special where I would say, look at the cleverness of the white man. It's just to negate the any sort of monkey joke that can happen in February. So we can just throw them jokes in the mud. We got high power racism that we need to deal with. All right, let's get into it. Nigel, please take me away. Thank you for joining me. This is X Gonna Give It To You Friday edition, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alexa, if you will. Oh, they're almost done. Oh, dear. I'm from Pakistan. All right. Woo-woo. So the compliments have been suppressed for years. That's racist. So today we have Bonquifa.
This is not me. Holy shit! What is reality?
Norm Cruz jumped in on the bandwagon. Let's go to Norm to see what he's into. Loves Tom Cruise. Loves chubby Tom Cruise. Okay, we got chubby Tom Cruise. Oh, there's a lot of he's Queens. Is this nigga from Queens?
Yo.
Hold on. Is that like a Queensboro in London? Am I fucking that up? Is there only one Queensboro? Is that a dumb thing to say? Is that like a tuna fish thing? No. Okay. So it's Queensboro, Queens. So this is the first time I ever met a racist on these websites from New York City. Holy shit. Awesome. Who would know there wouldn't be a Queensboro in London? I could Google that and it's probably a Queensboro in London. You could, come on. Everything's named something. But all right. Cool. He's got many more. And also, okay, he's got pictures of black women eating food. How do people do things like this? This is what I'll be talking about. You can't find any black websites that have black people posting white people eating or like doing weird stuff with their hair or whatever they be doing. They film us doing, they got us up there. They be on so many threads. I don't even know where they be at to get this on their timeline because I've never seen it. So they find so many images of us eating, fighting, kissing, stealing, getting along, not getting along, and they post it like, why are they like this? Sometimes they're like this. So they have this weird study that they do instead of studying themselves. I swear to God, if I was a white person, if I was a rich girl, if I was a white person, I would just be studying one, how to stop the school shootings. Hold up. You have to start at the school shootings, right? Because you'd be like, Let's fix that, because then you end up looking like a fucking hero, unless you hate kids, which is like really weird. Unless you hate kids. That would be one of my first white superpowers that I would do. Do some investigating journalism on some sort of incel chain of events that's happening, because all these kids are lonely kids. So instead of running what black women are eating, you should figure out who's killing your kids. This is irrelevant. As funny as this may be, ha ha ha. We love us some crabs and some mac and cheese. They've been saying this for 10 years. Donald Trump is a racist. I didn't even know he was sick. Rest in peace to Norm. Oh, okay. So this guy is just a troll for life. Oh, he got it. He got it. He loves Tom Cruise. Hates black people. All right. I see where Norm Cruise is at. I can't believe he's from Queens. It sucks to have a fellow New Yorker be this dumb, but it is what it is. You can't control it. All right, so Bonquifa Johnson invented being loud in 1890. Let's get a picture of Bonquifa. There she is. So someone took the time to create Bonquifa. They said she should have, I don't know, we got braids, dreads, twists at the top. With the side, you have to put this in a prompt. So they said, AI, I'm going to need a white waiter in the back, preferably maybe of European French descent, heavy on the eyebrows. And I'm going to need a black woman, maybe braids, twists, tough, the strong black woman, and a Victorian dress. And she would be the Bonquifa. I've never met the names. Half of the names that these people make up, you know you never met them before. They're porn names for black people. Let's see what we got. 151 comments. Jeez. 1.2 thousand shares and 13,000 likes. So 13,000 likes, and they all know it's made up, but it's the hunt. It's the hunt. So what do we do? Well, of course, some of these, I'll just save this. This is for another time. I'm going to need this guy for another thing. No, we don't have to do this. Let's just deal with Bonquifa right now. Daisy Lazy. See, these are just, I see what they did. Instead of commenting, they commented with just more. Fuck me. Oh my gosh. Shamika Jones. Sweet Dick Wallace. You see? Jadalin. Damn. My mom laughed. The fascination. Look.
And I was like, why are you so obsessed?
Is this like their new postcard? Like when they would tell the things? Like their new thing?
You know, like Elon Musk burning in the thing and talking about his Bugattis. The aliens will ask us, we gave you the technology. We said you can do anything you want. We are the aliens. We said you can do. Your creativity is your own limit. You can create anything you want. Y'all niggas are literally, if this keeps happening every single February, you're gonna be creating Black history. If this sticks and doesn't get taken down by Grok, which I haven't seen yet, Grok, where are you? Underneath every fake photo is supposed to be Grok saying this is fake. I haven't seen it yet. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't need.
I earlier mentioned that Grok is designed on X because even if it's a photo and or a statement, it immediately puts up like an AI blocker that tells you that this is not real and it's all fake and whatever. I have not seen one yet in the comments or anywhere that says that these photos are fake, and that's the shit I'm talking about because Elon thinks it's funny and he condones this kind of mess. Tyquifius Cornelius Cruz.
But he wasn't even here for any of that. He was in South Africa.
That's right. I don't understand. I'm in tears. I don't understand even getting the boys. Well, at least I know where to go for the rest of February for my content. It's going to be from this one woman's Bonquifa, actually, that she always does. Shouts to the Black woman, even in AI form.
The African American woman is the backbone.
Managed to spark the rest of these other creations that came. So when I click on hers, she's the one that sparks the rest of these other creations from men, women, and children of other made-up characters. And it keeps going. It keeps going. It's a new trend. I do believe that this, in a form of hatred, could be considered their new postcards, because they were only made out of malice, and there is no positive light on these things, and it's mocking and rebuilding the stereotypes that we all do. First of all, a lot of white people I've met in this. Stop doing that.
It was all a dream.
There's different variations of everybody that exists. There's no one nothing. The fact that you put it all on us is just regular loser behavior, like Ethan Hawke was talking about. It takes a village to burn it to the ground, and you guys are also equally guilty. I do not say that Black people have not contributed to not only the production, but also some minor destruction, of course. But it has to start from somewhere. You tried to destroy us before we even got to build. So we had to start from scratch, and starting from scratch, as you know, is very, very hard.
There's no safe way to smoke crack or meth. Sooner or later, it kills you.
You know what you did. You know what you're doing. You know what you've done. And it's old news. Shout out to Bonquifa. It beats a monkey joke, though. It's wiser than Trump's joke. I can tell you that. So this is our Negro of the day. It's Bonquifa Johnson. She's invented the first woman in 1890 to be a loud woman in a restaurant. Tomorrow we will touch on other fake Black historians from the white yesteryears. Thank you for joining me. I have been your host, Negros One. I take joy in this only because not to spark any sort of hatred and or be a race baiter. I just find it very interesting that as we live here together, we found out how to degrade each other, even in technology and in our own imaginations. We still have hate for one another, and we should probably fix that. Because as we always say on the show, you have to love yourselves before anyone can love you back. But specifically, you should love yourself before anyone or we as our Negroes can love you back. So
you've got to love life to have life, and you've got to have life to love life.
It's not going to stop until they want to stop it. Elon has to stop this, so and he won't. He didn't even put the guac on it, so that's what it is. All right, I'll be here tomorrow, whether you like it or not. We're going to finish the rest of that Ethan Hawke interview because it was fucking awesome. I feel like I was listening to some sort of, I don't even know. It's such a jazzy voice. Ever since he's lost his voice,
it was all a dream.
He has like such a podcast jazzy voice, and he did that for us.
Yo, that's amazing.
And they buried it. They buried it underneath Tara and Nip Tuck or whatever on Showtime. They buried it, which are two good shows. But goddamn, Showtime, you know what you did. You have to find it. You have to find this show. It's not really out. It's not even advertised. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Saturday's edition of X on Give It To You, which, of course, I'm going to finish the rest of Ethan, and we'll get into another Negro of the day. We just found a whole new, probably have enough to finish the rest of the month. But speaking of the rest of the month, we will be doing a couples conversation, a lovey-dovey couples podcast about just what the hell is going on.
Happy Odd Negroes Friday. We need your couples. Are you a couple?
That's coming further down the chart alongside with a lot of some movie reviews and also some movie, music, and hopefully some food. I ain't eating that. I ain't watching that, and some other content coming very, very soon. Looking forward to it. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. Like I said earlier, like we always say on this show, don't forget to love yourselves and we will love you back. If you find yourself looking to make some sort of racist content on AI, just go animal. Just do something nice. Just change your mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. No matter how angry you are, use your creativity to do something cool, because racism hasn't been cool since gorilla jokes. All right. Then they kill Harambe too. You know what you do. Nobody compared Harambe to us. That was just a separate crime. They said that's Harambe, that's black people. But we fell for Harambe, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's it's endearment. All right, endears.
Subscribe and share.
It's fucking animal puns.
Subscribe and share.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Stop supporting childish racist behavior. You grow up. All right, and don't be that mad. We've seen this before. It's regular. All right, see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. That was a good show. We did good. Good dog. Yo. Donate. Oh, don't forget the Cash App on the bottom. Get some cash if you can. Help. Donate to a black person today. If it's not me, help out another black person you see. See a black person outside? Help them out. See an old black lady crossing the street? Help a black lady cross the street. I don't know where we're in Gotham or Metropolis, but you know what I'm talking about. All right. Bye. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke. Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality. Or turned a blind eye.
I take responsibility. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters,
our friends, our family. We are done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on!
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look,
nigga,
in a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick.
Friends to know.
My nigga.
Ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading rainbow.
Here we go again.
I can be anything.
Same old shit.
What? Take a look,
nigga,
in a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
See, this is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a fucking game? Fuck them other niggas on my mama, bitch, it's February. Yeah, I'm on some nigga shit. All this